Hi everyone, welcome to the Robert Show. We are here at Gartner DNA 2026 and I'm super excited to chat with Prakalpa. Prakalpa, what's the spiciest take?
So my spicy take this year is that 2026 is not the year of data and it's not the year of AI. It's the year of context. We're moving to a world where intelligence is commoditizing rapidly. Everyone has access to the same models, which means you and your competitors have access to the same intelligence.
Right?
In that world, what differentiates one company from another? What makes the customer service agent of Amazon different than the customer service agent of American Express? And that's the context, right? Like that's what
True.
makes every company different. How you do business, your institutional knowledge, how you think, the meaning behind what you do. So this year, companies that make investments in their context infrastructure are going to be the companies that eventually win with AI.
Yeah, I love it. Prakalpa, these are fantastic insights. Just for our audience, we're here at Gartner and I'm with Prakalpa, who's the co-founder and co-CEO of Atlan. Prakalpa, I'm excited to chat. You mentioned about context layer. So I'm kind of curious to know about, in 1 minute, what does context layer mean?
Great question. I talk to CIOs and CDOs every day, and they tell me some version of this. They say, everyone wants to be my agentic platform,
Right?
but here's the reality, I'm going to have hundreds of agents. At the same time, I have a really heterogeneous ecosystem internally. I have tons of business systems, SAP, Salesforce, I have multiple BI tools, I have multiple data platforms. And now, as I deploy this AI into production, I'm actually dealing with an age old problem all over again. You know what the age old problem is? It is that when you used to ask in a company, sales and finance, what is revenue? You would get two different answers. And data leaders were always like, oh my God, like these two dashboards never talk to the same source of truth.
Right?
Last week I was talking to a customer and they said, now I use Google Agent Space, I use Snowflake Cortex, I use Sierra, I use Writer, like I use
So-
all these tools.
Right.
And now none of them talk the same language or give the same answers. That's what the
Interesting.
context layer is meant to solve. The context layer is a single, simplified way for AI to understand your business. And all your AI to understand the same context of your business.
Yeah, no, this is getting very interesting. My curious question to you when you say that, where does this context layer actually sit in the stack? What do you think?
Yeah. So we believe that context should be open and interoperable. I just talked about the problem of there are
Yep.
going to be hundreds of agents.
True.
And so it needs to be fundamentally interoperable across all of these layers. It needs to be something that's living across multiple tools and ecosystems in your stack.
Totally.
And so the way we see the enterprise AI stack getting built by the most forward-thinking companies, we see the context layer as one core block.
Sure.
We see, and this is a universal context layer across your ecosystem.
Yep.
We see the agent orchestration system as a second layer.
Totally.
And we see the AI control plane as a third layer. And we see these three layers are the centralized investments that companies need to make to be able to make their AI truly business ready.
Yeah, I'm also wanting to, obviously for our audience, I know about this context piece that you had written recently, and it's going viral. Everyone's talking about it. I see a lot of, booths, a lot of hoardings here, the billboards, also seeing the context layer piece now being, well talked about. Tell us a little bit about that piece and how did it go so viral? Why is everyone talking about it suddenly?
Yeah. I think we've been fortunate at Atlan because we started making investments in context many years ago. So 2 years ago, we realized that metadata and context infrastructure was never built for the AI world. We're going to a world where every interaction that AI has creates context, and every interaction that AI has consumes context.
True.
That needs a whole different level of scale, compute infrastructure, latency,
100%.
things
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
And so we launched something that we called at the time the metadata lakehouse,
Yes.
which today we call the context lakehouse, which really is a foundational Iceberg native file format that allows customers to leverage any compute engine that they have for
Yes.
their AI use cases. The reason that piece went viral, I believe, is because people now have gotten round to the fact that it's the only problem left to solve. I was talking to an AI leader the other day, and he said, look, we're now finally going, like 2025 was the year about POCs on AI.
100%.
And now I think every enterprise gets it. Like they know they have to move towards AI. But to move towards AI, they're talking about multi-agent architectures. They're talking about, how do I actually scale this thing in my enterprise? Models are becoming really easy. We've had a step function change. Like something I tell customers, I'm like, whether we can debate whether AGI is here or not, but for most enterprise workloads, AGI is already here. And so what's left?
Very interesting.
The
Yeah.
thing that's left now is that how do you teach this super smart alien the reality of your world?
World. So true.
And I think those core principles is what I think made that article viral.
Yeah.
And I think has made context the hot topic of 2026.
Yeah, I also feel like you touched on a very important point, which is where in 2025 we all have seen that the year was more about the experimentation. We've seen the POCs. Now it is more about the enterprise leaders kind of thinking about the trust. If agents are kind of doing our work, if we have multi-orchestration which has been already implemented into the systems, how are these agents, how can we trust them? But at the same time, what's the business outcome? The
Yeah.
ROI piece kind of also plays a very important role.
Yeah, absolutely. So, for example, accuracy. AI is the easiest thing to give a great demo on.
Yeah?
It's the hardest thing in the world to take to production. We had a customer that for an entire year was stuck in testing hell.
Entire year.
One whole year. They were like, and they didn't even know how I can take this to production.
Oh.
Because they kept context engineering, and they never got the accuracy right. As we've worked with these customers, we've seen that by giving them the right kind of tooling for context, we've been able to improve accuracy from 5 to 10x, taking these AI projects into production.
Massive.
Finally, I think the question business is asking is, we saw the demo, we love the demo, give me this thing so I can use it. And I think that's the question that data and AI leaders are grappling with today.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love these insights. Also in 2026, how do you see the space evolving? How I know a lot of enterprise leaders are kind of talking about the context layer, which is pretty cool. I see a lot of customers that you all have obviously use the context layer.
Yeah.
Tell us more about how do you see the space moving in 2026? What should we expect? And I'm not going to ask you about 6 to 12 months because that's too long of a time.
Yeah.
Things kind of change every week here. So tell us a little bit about that as well.
Yeah, I mean, we've been super fortunate. We have these amazing customers, MasterCard, Workday, General Motors. Some of them speaking at this conference, Cargill, PPG.
Yeah.
And they've been investing with us to build their context infrastructure for AI.
Love it.
What I see change is customers are now beginning to realize that they need a structured methodology to get individual POCs in different domains to a standardized, structured way that they're scaling AI across the enterprise.
Yep.
In this world, we believe a few things are going to be really important. There's a lot of hype right now. You mentioned this around I sometimes think, we wrote this blog post called Context is King in the middle of last year, and now I'm like, did we write it? Was it us?
Us.
So
true.
but it's been amazing. Rita Salam at Gartner, she noted that 2026 is the year of context. We believe that companies that invest in foundationally their enterprise data graphs, how do you help AI bootstrap context across your enterprise?
Right.
How do you help build human in the loop workflows?
So true.
Because the context today exists in the people's heads.
Heads.
And so how do you bring that into production? And then how do you make this in a way that it's a learning loop? So, we talk a lot about this. Every AI interaction that a business person is having today, for example, if a business person says, tell me what my retention rate is. And then AI says, this is what it is. And then the person says, oh, this is not what I wanted. I wanted it segmented by enterprise customers versus, strategic customers. That's memory. And that memory is context. And it can feed back into a continuous learning loop. This is what we believe the future of the context layer should look like. These are age-old topics We've talked about ontologies and knowledge graphs for decades, but there's a new way that all of these topics can become front and center.
Yep.
But they need to be built in a different way, in a world where AI already exists, not in a world where 10 years ago we were dreaming what this future could look like.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love these insights and love how the future is kind of shaping up. I have one last question for you, and that is about Atlan. How are you all building the context layer? How are you all making sure where for these enterprise leaders it's as easy as it can be to understand, but also use the context layer?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're making 3 foundational investments. The first, Atlan was always the best company at the enterprise data graph. We were
Okay.
able to say we have end-to-end lineage, we connect to your business systems, we connect to your BI tools, we connect to your data platforms. What we're doing now is we're using AI to compound these investments. So essentially, now that I have, like I always tell customers this, you want to know how a company really thinks and operates. If you want to know what they think they operate like, read their document. If you want to know how they really operate, understand their business systems.
So true.
We have context about that. And we're compounding that to create what we're calling the enriched enterprise data graph of an enterprise. So automated column descriptions, automated metrics, KPIs, ontologies, like how much can we push the boundary of what AI can already do.
Yes.
The second biggest investment, we believe that AI will not be able to create everything. Because today, a lot of institutional knowledge is in the heads of people. And these people are not AI engineers. They are domain experts.
Right?
So we're investing in the context engineering workflow. We have a product called Context Studio, which is really a AI plus humans working together
Together.
to create context for this individual use case.
Yeah.
And there, what we're doing is we're tying it to the success of that use case. So if you're rolling out a customer support agent, we're ingrained in that workflow and creating a human in the loop workflow for that for customers. And the third, we're investing a lot in interfaces. So our metadata lakehouse is Iceberg native. This opens
Yep.
up SQL. It opens up SDKs, MCP. A2A is an evolving protocol.
Yeah.
We're making it completely open and interoperable across the ecosystem for our customers, and we're investing in that. So those are the 3 things we're investing in. But you shouldn't believe me. So if anyone's watching this, come to our booth. There's a lot of hype right now in the market. We just want to show you what we're doing.
Yeah.
We don't want to tell you what we're doing.
100%. No, I love it. I love how you kind of, obviously have connected the technology with human. And you've always, like, over our conversation as well, you mentioned a lot of times, which is human in the loop, which is so important and is a missing piece what, I hear in the space. And
Yes.
people don't pay that much attention to that.
Yes.
So I love it. Prakalpa, have a fantastic Gartner DNA ahead. It was such a pleasure chatting with you. We'll keep the conversation going. I'm going to be chatting with a few more folks here and learn more about what are y'all up to. But I love context layer myself. I've been obviously reading what y'all have been putting out, and it's phenomenal that what you guys put out is also adapted by enterprises very quickly.
Yeah.
So y'all are, serving at that scale. So we're loving it. We'll keep the conversation going. But once again, thanks for doing this.
Thank you so much, Ravit.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for joining us today.